There's a fundamental principle of human nature, and it is that we all like to tell others about great ideas we've heard of and experiences that we've had. You see a great movie, experience a great restaurant, enjoy a great vacation spot, and we like to tell others about it, friends, family members, and even strangers. Well, what if you've discovered the meaning and purpose of life with a capital L, and you've gone from a sense of emptiness and confusion to peace and contentment in your heart of hearts? Well, quite frankly, for most people of faith who've had that experience, they all of a sudden become tongue-tied when it comes to sharing that life-changing news with other people. Well, while there's probably numerous answers to this problem, I'd like to offer at least one, and it is what we would call our 1 minute or elevator story of how we came to faith and what it's meant to us. It's the short version of the most important story or experience that we could ever share with someone else and that they could ever hear. So I'm going to model that for you by sharing my 1 minute story of how I came to faith and what it's meant to me since doing so. But I'll tell you in advance, it may be a little more than a minute, but who's counting, right? Here it is. I don't know how much you think about spiritual things, but there's a question that I believe everyone on the planet has asked themselves dozens of times in their lifetime that they're dying to know the answer to deep down. And that is, what's it all about? You know, the meaning and purpose of life. Why am I here? Most people, I believe, go through life thinking that it's about any or all of four things, which I call the 4 Ps. Popularity, pleasure, i.e. drugs, sex, alcohol, sports, entertainment, possessions, and power or position. Now for me, while I believed in God at an early age, and I was a good guy morally speaking growing up, it was all about popularity for me, pleasing others and being liked. It wasn't until my early teen years that I really discovered what it's all about when I came to understand that God sent Jesus to earth to live a perfect sinless life for 33 years. He willingly died on the cross to pay the penalty for sins that I deserved to pay for, and then he rose from the dead to prove that he had power over sin and death. And so what I did was I accepted that gift of the forgiveness of my sins through his death and resurrection, and I surrendered control of my life over to him to let him begin to call the shots in my everyday life. And over the years since doing that, the two greatest things that that's given me are a reliable source of truth through the Bible to base and build my life and my family on, and a clear sense of purpose of why I'm here, which is to point others to him through the life I live. That's my 1 minute or elevator story, and I'd like to ask you, what place does Jesus have right now in your life? Is he on the throne? Is he in control and calling the shots in your everyday life and decisions? Or is he on the sidelines watching you control things and call the shots yourself? If he's on the sidelines, I would ask, would you like to give him control right now?